yeah. I went to watch it anyway, which I wouldn't have done. But the reason I went to watch it was because I knew I was going to see Abigail on Wednesday after work with
Yep.
John, and my niece happened to be over, so I felt I should do something. So we ended up for Pizza Hut, and I wouldn't have seen this probably if my niece hadn't have been there, and I don't think she probably particularly didn't want to see it because with Amy Winehouse, apart from a couple of songs, I didn't really know much
Yeah.
about her because I was the era she was, and so I thought, oh, I hope this is going to be another like Whitney Houston. I hope this is because,
Yeah.
as you know, I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Because there was a whole bunch of stuff you didn't
Yeah.
know about. Yeah. Okay. So tell us about this.
Okay, this is the story of Amy Winehouse. I guess most people know it was about, how she started, how she was, and basically she liked this guy, and really really liked him, but he wasn't the particular. And in fact, that's probably the best bit where they meet is probably the best bit of the whole film. It's like where which I really enjoyed. He puts a jukebox on and he goes, "Oh, this is a great one. This is what you got to listen to." And it's like,
Yeah.
"That's when I fell for," and he does all the actions and all stuff, and it is an absolute. I thought it's so good. So he does the Shangri-Las, and he was the actor in '71, wasn't he? I can't remember his name.
Jack O'Connell.
Jack O'Connell, that's him. Jack O'Connell. Yeah, I really really liked the way he played. He played a proper wide Cockney wide boy.
Yeah.
And I think the acting was really good, but those at the start when she starts just singing like in a pubby type thing, I was thinking, oh my God, because I didn't like it. I didn't like the singing. I know, or maybe I don't know what song it was, but I was like, oh, it was like caterwauling, and I was like, I'm not going to like this film. It was like, honestly, I was like thinking, oh God. And I remember I looked at my niece and she looked at me and we're like, what? But it was pretty horrible. And I thought, oh, really? I don't really like that voice that much,
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, I hope it's not because like, and then it gets a bit better. There's quite a good soundtrack because there's some other tunes from that sort of era, and then it's about a sort of ups and downs, and you see a bit of her in the studios, and she's quite rude. She wants to do her own thing. Oh, it's not about the money; it's about the music. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I think from the things I've seen of Amy Winehouse, the smaller bits I've seen, I think she plays it really, really well because
I've heard good things about Marisa Abella's performance.
So, and as I say, there are the odd moments, and obviously the famous ones. The only one I know, I think, was Rehab, and there's a really forced bit. There's a really forced scene where it's like that. Oh no, you need to go to rehab. You know what I mean? It's like, oh,
and the next scene, try to make me go to rehab.
Not quite the next scene, but it comes a little bit later. Yeah. So, what can we say about this? So, it's basically a life. I thought she died of drugs, but it said that she died of alcohol at the end. It was like major alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So, more so. But I really like Jack O'Connell's part. I don't know why. I just thought he was like a proper London wide voice.
He plays Blake, doesn't he?
Blake. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't think his acting is quite so good, but he's like quite a comedic relief, shall we say? To all the dreariness. The chap who plays, yeah. So I'm trying to think. I mean, I didn't dislike it. There were moments, and there was the odd scene here and there that I thought, yeah, that's. And as I say, the pub scene, that was really good. That made me really, really smile because Jack O'Connell's like, "Let's win up." You'd have been good doing that. I could imagine you doing that, folks, putting a tune on the jukebox and then doing the performance. So I could imagine you.
That's exactly how I attracted my wife.
Yeah, I could imagine you doing an Otis Redding song or something like that, or.
Yeah, actually, the Bee Gees "Staying Alive" is my karaoke go-to.
Staying Alive. Well, there you go. See, I can see that. So the acting's pretty good. The actor who plays the father, he's a famous actor. I don't know why.
Eddie Marsan.
His name's Eddie Marsan. Yeah, and he's been in quite a lot of. I think he's Hot and Cold. In this, he was quite convincing as a London. But then I suppose that's what when they're in British films. I suppose that's much better than sometimes when you see him as like was he in one of the X-Men films? I think he might have been in one of the X-Men films.
He was in Deadpool 2.
Yeah, Deadpool. That's it. So yeah, but he was awful in that. So anyway, about this film. The acting was pretty good. It had moments. To start off with, the voice really, really annoyed me. I think with this, I didn't know enough about Amy Winehouse really to get that sort of into it. I didn't know that much about. Yeah, I didn't know that much about Whitney Houston, but I did enjoy that a lot more.
Because I actually feel like biopics should work better if you don't know anything about them.
Yes,
than if you do know something about them. Yeah. Because if you do know something about them, you just spend the whole film going, "Yeah, she didn't look like that. She didn't sound like that." But I think okay, how many stars do you give it?
I'll give this one a middling 3-star. Okay, it's a middling 3-star. Yeah.